Alright, what is up, guys? I'm gonna go over the watch list. Actually, I'll be kind of building my watch list. I'm a little late. Again, I don't know. I've gotten used to sleeping in a little bit. My son usually wakes up at 7, so I usually wake up at 7. Then I gotta, you know, change him, change his diaper, make breakfast, eat breakfast, play a little bit, and, I usually sit down right at 9 o'clock. So today I was like 5 or 10 minutes late, so it'd be all right. Let's see. On the gap scanner, number one, we have Dare, DEAR. Let's check it out. So it's gapped up pretty nice from 85 cents. Wow, it's above the all moving averages, and it's 13, well, basically 14 million in float. So we'll be watching it, but it's probably not going to be my top play. Let's see. ADAP. Well, I wasn't even typing. How about that? Let's just. Don't even have it on here yet. ADAP. Nice gap up. Let's see. Currently under the 200 moving average. Where is the 200? I guess it's at 246, yeah. So 246 is the 200 moving average. Also set an alert there. Set it for a penny below. It is 87 million in float, so probably won't even put that on the watch list. If it hits the alert, then I'll get it. VRNA, 55 million in float. Probably not going to be trading it either. Did have a nice spike back here. Let's see, gapped up to 9, ran up to 12, and then fell all the way down to 650. So kind of ugly there. I don't know. Not really excited about that one. LMFA. Nice little gap up. Nothing crazy. 200 moving average at 105. We're currently at 128. So above that. History of spiking and giving it all back. Back here it gapped up. Little run up and gave it back. So we'll keep it on watch. 128. Let's put an alert here over that old high. And that is 2 million in float, so I mean, yeah, we'll keep it on watch definitely if it gets a little attention, especially if it breaks. Okay, yeah, $2. Okay, yeah, if it breaks over $2, we'll definitely be very interested in that. Let me make sure it's on the watch list. Yeah, it is. MREO. Very low volume. 13 million float. Not terrible. 362 is the 200 moving average, so we're below that. Just set an alert there. I mean, it's got a little ways to go, but that's going to be the main resistance to break. So, I mean, I'll be watching it at the open anyways, because if it starts breaking like $3, I might look, for a move up to 330. And then if it breaks 200 moving average, we'll continue to watch to see if it can stay above. TKAT. Nope, that's ugly. Super low float, 371,000. Let me check Yahoo Finance to see if that's correct, because that's really low. ENLV. Float 3 million. Okay, so the float on this is 3 million. Not as high as we thought. but 200 moving averages at 15. Let's see. I don't know. It's going to have some resistance at 1050, 1060. It's kind of already spiking up there. Put line and alert. I'll do both a line and alert. So, because when the alert gets hit, it disappears. But the line will still be there. So I'll know, like, as soon as I pull it up, okay, that's where resistance is. And if it's above it, that's where the new support's going to be. So, so we see MBOT down there. MRIC, let's look at that one real quick. MRIC, I already know it. I like MBOT as a ticker. I don't know what it looks like currently. I've traded it in the past. Don't really like that, so. Ooh, nice little gap up. Very nice, very nice. Yep. So I'll definitely be watching MBOT. Maybe get a run up to $20. And you probably hear my son in the background being loud. He's watching his favorite Netflix show. So let's put MBOT on the watch list and go over what I've already had on there. AGTC. Oops. Kind of set up a mid-candle breakout pattern. We'll leave it on there. Let's see. Set an alert right here. There's a little bit of a resistance area there. Gets back up above that. We'll watch it. CPAH. I'm going to watch it to set up for mid-candle breakout for probably tomorrow. LMFA. Can't remember what was. LMFA. Okay, that was the 2 million in float. So yeah, definitely want to keep it on watch. I'll put a line here where the 200 moving average is in case it sells off. That'll be a good bounce area. Like MBOT, MREO, 13 million. Yeah, we'll keep it on there just for now. What's up, bud? PHAS. So yeah, I still have stuff on my watch list from Friday. So I'll come back and look and see if I like it. If I don't, I'll take it off. I mean, it's still below its 200 moving average at $8. So, and it's currently sitting at 675. So I'm going to take it off. If it starts running up, it'll hit the Momo scanner. I'm going to take VRNA off. Too high in float. Don't like the chart. TRIL. It's kind of a mid-candle breakout pattern, but not really. What in the world? Oh, stupid error alert. So yeah, not bad at all. So, for those of you who don't know, I'm trading in the Thinkorswim simulator platform. It says simulated trading up here in the top left corner. The money is not real. But the trading executions and everything are as real as possible without actually being real. So most traders kind of already know what it is. And the commentary you'll hear in the background after I turn my mic off will be Sean Dekmar of Dekmar Trades. His website is tradecaster.com. His services are awesome. He streams his live news streamer every morning until about 9:25, and then turns them off and turns on the gap up scanner, the high day momentum scanner, the down gapper scanner, HALT scanner. He runs 2 level 2s from E-Trade at all times, and he has 2 charts that are the ticker from the top level 2. So the top level 2 is like the hottest play at the moment. He's got a daily chart and a 1-minute chart. I don't watch his charts. They're too small, and they're trade ideas charts. I like my Thinkorswim charts. but his services are awesome. So, if you're a beginner trader and you're looking for somebody to learn from, he is the best, in my opinion, for new traders. So, I'm going to get my chart set up over here. The market's going to open in about 8 minutes, well, 7 minutes. So hopefully we'll get some good opportunities today. Ooh, I'm about selling off a little bit. But anyways, I'm going to turn off my mic and turn on his commentary, so you'll be able to hear him. You won't be able to hear me, but you can watch me trade. Awesome. Let's see what we get for today. Peace.
Plays 10 million. And what I do like about OBSV is a squeeze pattern. We are between the 13 EMA, which is at 363, and the 50-day moving average, which is at 399. We do have a squeeze and room to run up towards the 200-day moving average, which is something we always like to look at. So again, we always try to look for these sort of patterns. And even though that's not pitch perfect, we do have OBSV with 10 million in float with the squeeze pattern, break of that 50-day moving average of 399. OBSV could bring in a lot of momentum and a lot of hype. So do I want to watch the stock at the bell? I do. So right now I got about 3 stocks I want to look at the bell. Let's see what else we got going on. We got about 7 minutes left till this market opens on up. So let's make sure we make the most out of it. We're going to keep rocking and rolling, team. Stay with me here. We got about 7 minutes until you guys start making that money. I just want to make sure that we're all set, ready to go for the day. So what else do we have going on? We're going to make quick work of these last few. OCX at this time. I know, Creeker was like an OCX. This stock is having a gap up of about 6% at this time. The float on this play, 19 million. OCX has an agreement to acquire another company. Okay, so that's nice. OCX break of $3 does have room to run. Not much volume on OCX right now, but if it does break that $3 mark, it's above the 50-day, the 13, the 200-day moving average, and above all resistance. Do I like OCX? I do. I would say, again, keep that on watch in case it gets any sort of volume or any sort of hype. Let's just see right here. ONCY does have a big bull flag pattern. That's probably the number one thing to look at. ONCY does have a big bull flag pattern behind it. I don't think it's going to spike at the bell, but if this stock starts breaking like 425, keep it on watch. So I still like OCNY, but I'm not going to watch that one at the bell. So we have about 4 stocks to watch at the bell. And again, not every single one has a ton of volume, but not every single play has a lot of volume right now. A lot of the top gainers are fading on off. Now, I know, AA, I know you've been dying for me to go over APDN right here. APDN, this must have just came out with the press release a couple minutes ago. APDN is 2 million in float. This stock came out, let's see right here, news, January 13th, has signed a licensing agreement. Signs a licensing agreement. Agreement is your good keyword. We do have 2 million in float. Stock has the 50-day moving average at 487. 487 is where that stock could definitely get some is where that stock's going to have some resistance, and then of course after that we're going to have $5. Do I like the press release? Yes. Do I like the float? Yes. Do I think it has room to run? Iffy, because that's 487 50-day and then $5 right after that. But regardless, it does have some decent volume towards it, so I do want you guys to watch APDN. Okay? So right now we do have a couple different plays. We have APDN I want you guys to watch. We have DARE, LMFA, OBSV, and OCX. Right? What else has potential today? CPAH. CPAH, guys, has potential today. And this was a stock already I traded one time on. I had to take a $180 loss. I will hop back in on CPAH if the stock starts moving on up in the right direction. So CPAH, I think this stock, this is probably one of my favorite plays today when I woke up. Just because if you guys were not here on Friday, CPAH closed off like a banshee. It went from $3 and spiked all the way up towards around 450. The stock, in the morning on Friday went from 145, ran up to 270, then faded on off. Then over lunch hours, it went from $2 up towards 360, came down to $3 and ran up towards around like 445. I was hoping again, today we see CPAH turn into the first supernova of 2020. What I'm hoping is CPAH gets continuation today, breaks $5 and runs up to maybe $10, $12. That's the dream on that play. That's what I ultimately would love to see. Now, where would that all happen? That would start happening, at the break of old pre-market resistance of 430, 450, and then if it could ever break $5. But probably 430 is where you'd want to look for small entries. 450 break where you want more. $5 is where everyone would start running in on that play. Okay, so that is still one I want to be looking at. So let's set up a quick morning poll. We got about 2.5 minutes here. Let's set this one up quick. I'm gonna drag this over, and again, I know that looks a little sloppy right here, but it just helps me again, understand what plays I want to be looking at. So, what stock will do the best at the bell? So, what stock's gonna do the best at the bell? Is it gonna be the #1 top gainer in the market, guys? DARE, fading on off a little bit, but it is the #1 top gainer, up at 93%. Is it going to be LMFA? This stock, low float stock, does have is above the 200-day moving average, 2 million in float. Little light press release. Hey, maybe that one could catch fire just because of the float. We do have OBSV. OBSV this morning. This stock had the agreement towards it. This is about 10 million in float, and also has that great squeeze pattern behind it. So we want to be watching OBSV. We also have OCX, which doesn't have any sort of resistance above this play. Now it's above the 200-day moving average, break of $3, and it has agreement to acquire another company, right? That's OCX. After that, we are looking at APDN, which had an agreement that just came out at around 9 o'clock, 2 million in float. This stock's looking for a possible break of that 50-day moving average up towards around 487. And last but not least, we have CPAH. All right, so these are the stocks you want to be focused on at the bell. Everybody, go vote, cast your vote, and we'll be ready to rock and roll for the day. So let's see where everybody is looking. I know, again, kind of coming down to the final stretch right here. We have about 50 seconds till this market opens on up. Team, get excited, get motivated. It's time to make some money. I'm just trying to type these out. Stocks to watch really quickly. Again, DARE, CPAH, You guys like that? What sound are you making right now? Just typing these out real quick. I got you. All right, let's see what you guys are focusing on in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Share the results. Stop the poll. All right, little bit of a blowout right here. We got DARE on the top, and we have CPAH on the bottom. So DARE, CPAH on the bottom. Guys, the market is about to go live, and let's see where this hype is going to be moving. Let's have an awesome day ahead. I am very excited, and I'm looking forward to a great day ahead. So we're going to switch over to a 2-minute time frame. Market is now live. Make sure you guys are watching this scanner right in the middle of your screen. This is the high of the day momentum scanner. I talked about before a 20 count. A 20 count is going to show where the volume goes. So right here, notice it says count alerts 1175. When a stock hits 20, that usually shows that's where a lot of the volume is going. So we want to watch for a high of the day momentum 20 count, or we want to watch on the breakout scanner what stock's going to pop on the breakout scanner. So nothing on a 20 count yet. We have CAPH looking for a 430 break. If you're interested on CPAH, you're looking for a 430, then 450, then $5 break. If you're interested on DARE, you're looking for a support to hold at 150 and for the stock to be able to spike up to $2. So DARE game plan, you're either getting in now or getting out 150, stop loss right below 150 for a spike up towards $2. If you guys are interested on CPAH, you guys are getting in at 430, looking for a break of 430 to 450 to $5. Stop loss is at $4. So you guys have a couple different plays right here. Little side note, CPAH is starting to get some action towards it. Break of 430, the stock can spike big. You do got a 10K order starting to come on up. And this is one that I do like as well. So I am, keeping this one on high watch, high alert. No 430 break yet. Notice we ran right up to where? We ran right up to 430. 430 is this pink resistance line I have right here. So, I mean, is it strong resistance? Yet, but it's not super strong. But I'll even darken that. So 430 starting to come through. Let's see, 432. Let's see, still trying. CPAH, I'm going to give it a go. CPAH, I'm going to give it a go. CPAH, I'm going in on this play. Going to give it a go. Going to give it a chance. And I'm going to, go CPAH, as I'm saying right now. So CPAH, I am, and I'm going to see if this play is going to take on off just because this stock is getting a nice little pop towards it. So I want to see if we're going to be able to break through that 450 mark. I want to see if we're going to be able to break through 450 and see if this play is going to be able to take on off. So see if this play is going to be able to break through 450, see if this play is going to be able to take on off. My stop loss right now is probably right around 415. But I'm going to give CPAH a chance, looking for continuation. So I'm giving CPAH a chance, looking for some continuation on this play, seeing if the stock's going to be able to break out. This is, again, my second play on this stock. And again, CPAH right here, I'm in on 930 shares. I got 930 shares, just below 1,000, looking for that 450 break. So I want to see that 450 break. My cost basis is right at that 430 mark. So cost base is right at 430, currently up $100 on the day, and I want to see that 450 break. That's what I'm really interested on. Right now, a little bit of a pullback. I want to give it a little bit of time. Give it a little bit of time right here. I still have 930 shares. And again, I like this play just because this stock has so much potential to continue out. So much potential for that continuation behind it. If it comes down to $4, I would have to get out. But right now, I'm still holding and looking to see if this stock's going to break through that 430 mark. I'm going to turn off pre-market for a second to see if I can get a better understanding of this play. We do have support around 410. And again, 410, I'm currently in on 930 shares on the stock, looking for that ultimate 450 break. Notice it ran right up to 450, and 450 was its old high as well. 450 was its old high as well, and at 430 was the first line we had to break through. So 430 was the first line we had to break through. Now we just need a little consolidation to hold the stock on up and look for a little bit of an uptrend. Anything back above 430 shows, again, some great activity. Anything back above 430 shows strength. Anything below like 415 shows weakness. So that's where I want to get back above at least 430 and then see if the stock can push up towards around that 450-ish mark. Right now, you can see I'm down about $76, $57. First trade of the day. And I was looking for that quick morning spike and continuation. Quick morning spike and continuation. DARE on the bottom, level 2. DARE on the bottom, level 2. So far, so good over there on DARE. Bounce off 150 on the dot. Bounce off of 150 on the dot over on that play. So again, great job if you guys are following that game plan. And CPAH, I'm still seeing if that stock could get through that 430 mark. I need the bids to push here. I'm going to move this down here underneath. But I need the bids to push up through 430 for me to be able to see strength. There we go, back up to 440. I want to see a little bit of a push now. So we got bids at 433, asking at 438. I want to be able to see that push up to 450 for the stock to be able to get that spike. If bids can push up to 440, we should be seeing another 450 touch. So we need bids there at 438. Bids at 440. Now we should be able to see a 450 touch coming on up if we could break on through a little bit. There's 441, 445. Let's get the 450 touch one more time and see if we could break on through. And now, again, if we can break through this 450, there's the 450 touch. 450 touch happening right now. So, again, an area that you can lock out if you guys are interested. But I want to see, there we go. There we go, baby. Get me on the map today. Get me on the map today, CPAH. What are you doing today, baby? So right now we're getting a little bit of a pop. Going to lock in a little bit right here just because I like to lock in some money when I can. And we're going to see if this thing's going to be able to hold through that 450 mark. Below, stop loss is now at 445. Got a nice pop up towards around 475. We're going to keep rocking this baby on out right here. Let's keep making some money. Got a little continuation. Got a little spice today, baby. Got a little spice today. All right, got a little hop in my step. So right now, again, I did come off a little bit of a loss last week. But hey, guess who's got their swagger back? All right, so right now, CPAH looking for that 475 break. Stop loss for me now is right at that 450 mark. So right now, we are still going. And I want to stop loss for me is right at 450, looking for the 475 break. Touching my stop loss. All right, touching my stop loss right now. Touch my stop loss, so I did get triggered. Did get triggered right there. Did lock out so far, though, with a $270 gain. $270 gain. Did hit the 50 my stop loss at 450. I had one set there, so that's why I got out right at that 450 mark. But you guys are still good to hold. So you guys are still good to hold if you guys are interested. CPAH, there you go. There's a money trade, and I did just make $270 positive today. So again, I'm up, and we're gonna see if this thing could break that 475-ish mark. So far so good on CPAH, and just because, again, I don't see much else, I think CPAH could break through this 475 mark soon. Also, DARE also holding on up. Thank you, Creeker. Appreciate that. So again, was able to make back my small loss and be up $230 on the day. Now again, CPAH, what you're looking for is that break. You're looking for that break and run over on CPAH of 475. Small little bull flag pattern starting to form. I may look for another trade on this stock soon, actually, just because I think there's some good potential behind it. So right now, look at, there it goes, there it goes. There you go. There you go, baby. Now we're going to watch to see if this thing's really going to be able to take on off. There you go, CPAH. Pay the team. Here we go. Okay, guys, I'm fired up. I'm fired up. CPAH, watch for the $5 break now. Break $5, get halted. Break $5, get halted, CPAH. That's what we're going for here. So right now, this play still moving on up. Got the continuation. As you guys know, I made back my small loss in pre-market. Currently up $270 on the day. Looking for the $5 break and looking to see if this stock is going to be able to continue to move on up anymore. So again, we're looking for that $5 break now. There's the $5 break so far. Came up to 510. Keep pushing, CPAH. Keep going here, baby, on this play. CPAH all the way up to 523. Let's go. Let's go. So again, this is going to be a play that I think could easily turn into another supernova today. I think this play could easily get some nice big rip and a nice big run in towards today. And I think this stock has a lot of big time hype, has a lot of big time potential. And now we are pushing all the way up to 540, all the way up towards 541. Congratulations, team, so far. We're still making that big time money, has a lot of big time potential towards the stock already, and I think this stock has a lot more momentum towards it. So again, CPAH still rocking, still rolling at this time so far, and I think the stock is going to try to get up to around 550 as the next target. So I already now against CPAH hopping in on my TD Ameritrade account. So TD Ameritrade is going to be my next account trade right here, and that's going to be, because that is a little bit on my smaller account. That is smaller amount of shares. But I want to just basically see if this play is going to turn into the supernova that we are loving and watching right here. So good job if you guys are on DARE. I know your boys over here fired up over on CPAH. You know, I've just been going off the walls today already. But DARE, also a great play. Also a great play. But I think CPAH has the more supernova potential behind it. So I think this stock has more of the supernova potential behind it. And what I get fired up is just, you guys making money. Do I get fired up when I make money? Absolutely. I get fired up when I make calls, and I get fired up when I make this money. But I get, more fired up when I see you guys make money. So right now, this is also a play that I just think has a lot of big time potential. And we're going to see if this thing can keep on pushing. Keep on pushing, keep on going. I'm going to post, there's P&L, and also I'm posting my P&L over in profits chat so you guys can see that. Guys, I'm going to read off all those profits later. CPAH is still moving. CPAH is still going, guys. Watch the rebreak here at 540. I'm telling you, this could possibly be a play that could just keep going today. This could be one of those plays that just keep on going, and I am going to sit back on my TD Ameritrade account and just hold my shares. I'm just going to sit back on my TD Ameritrade account and just hold shares on this play in case this one keeps on going. Already locked in money on E-Trade. I'm going to sit back on TD Ameritrade and just hold shares, especially if this thing gets halted, especially if this thing takes on off, because this, oh my gosh, guys, CPAH. Here we go. Here we go. This one, as you guys know, talking about in pre-market, was the one that this is all I wanted. That's all I wanted. CPAH, this is all I wanted from you. So this thing has been an absolute beast so far. And I want to see if this is going to be able to continue to move on up here. Steven Ince, hey Deck, what was the P&L on for pre-market? I lost in pre-market $190. I got in at 234, got out, or not 234, excuse me. I got in at 432, excuse me, and got out at that 415 mark, 414 mark, excuse me. But yes, I 100% I lost in pre-market this morning. That's why I put out, texted alert, told everyone, and as of now, I made that back, got in the green. But yes, I am 1 for 2 on the day. But right now, CPAH got that trade back, and on top of that, looking for more on this play. This has been definitely the best mover so far. And this is what I'm hoping turns into the supernova. Supernova. Now, again, don't be dumb. I know I'm fired up. I know I'm excited, but don't be dumb, guys. Understand $5 is support. And if it cracks $5, we could come all the way back down towards around 470. Okay? So we have some nice support lines. I'm also going to add the VWAP right now. We're also going to add the VWAP right here. VWAP is at 490. VWAP is at 490. Great work, great job. So far, here we go. I love it. And it doesn't matter, DARE or CPAH both have been very, very profitable. Shout outs right here, guys, really quickly. Alex wins 493 to 551. Rob 384. CT 74. New England Trader 527. Tulsa 272. Raleigh 142. You're the freaking man. Izzy Traders 250. Zildjian $90. Creeker making about $350 today. Scooter Pie $800 on MBOT. Guys, it is Money Monday. Let's keep those profits going. CPAH. We are looking on this play at this time for the next leg on up. And as you know, kind of talking about this one on Friday, talking about this one today, my goal of today is to just see CPAH turn into that back-to-back supernova. Now, that's what I want, but I don't want to be a fantasy trader. If you are in at 490, if you are in at 510, and you see a stock run up to 540, 550, lock in some profits, right? You know, I was in on CPAH at that 431 mark. Stock ran all the way up towards 450, and I got out with a $270 gain. That could have been a lot more, obviously. But at the same time, you know what? I made profits. I made money. Now, CPAH, I still have my TD Ameritrade account, and that is where I'm basically looking for this stock to turn into that supernova play. So I still want to be smart. Yes, I'm excited. Yes, I love being here. Yes, I'm fired up. But I don't want the enthusiasm to blind you from having an actual game plan, right? I want to make sure you're still having a game plan. Now, we do have a 10K order at 525, which is holding the play up a little bit, and we're looking for the break. There's also a 13K order at 520. So great job, great work so far, team. I'm absolutely loving this morning. Knew we'd make some bank today. Knew we'd make some bank today. $5 cracks, guys. You know, support's going to be 495 VWAP, and then it would come all the way down towards around 460. So you want to make sure $5 holds. Scale out, make money as the stock climbs, right? If you lock in a little bit up high and then you move your stop loss up to where you opened, it's impossible for you to lose money. I go over that strategy a lot, but unfortunately, not everybody uses that, right? And what do I mean by that, right? If we're looking at CPAH, right here, and you buy in, stock is spiking on up, right? And you buy in on CPAH right here, okay? You buy in on CPAH right there. Now the stock continues to climb. Let's say you buy in at $5. It moves up to 550, right? And let's say at 550, you just lock in a little bit right here, half your position, right? Well, now you already locked in money at this area. So no matter what, if the stock falls and comes all the way back down, you could get out here, right? You could get out at your entry, and you know what? You're still profitable because you locked in money up here. So again, that's what I like to do a lot of times. If a stock climbs, lock in money when it's high, and then just move your stop loss to its entry. So, or even a couple cents above your entry. So if you know there's any slippage. So if you have 1,000 shares at $5, you lock in, let's say, at 550, you lock in $500. That's 250 shares guaranteed, right? $250, excuse me, guaranteed. If the stock falls and even you get out at your exit or your entry right here, you're still making $250. If you lock out a little bit right here, you may finish with like $310. But as long as you lock out some at the top, you're going to be good. Right? Here comes CPAH starting to get a little bit of that pullback. So there's a little bit of that crack of that pullback. There we go. Great job, great play so far. Great job, great play so far. CPAH kicking off this day. And so again, that stock, if you guys are saying, Deck, is that stock done? Not done. Stock's not done, but it is below $5. It is below the VWAP. So it is considered bearish right now. Has a lot of potential, I think. But the stock it has a lot of potential, I think. But the stock is going to be having a little bit of trouble. Right? It needs to get back above $5 so far. So we're going to see if that can hold on up. Also, the other option today was DARE. DARE, your game plan right here is to hold the VWAP. Your game plan right here is to hold the VWAP on DARE. So right now we're watching for that rebreak of $5, and DARE is just holding that VWAP. Guys, what a great way to kick off from Monday. Battling back, getting to the green, 270. And now again, whenever CPAH is above $5, it's on high alert. Anytime the stock is above $5, it's on high alert. Now, could you say, Deck, is there any way we could predict that bounce play? Is there any way that CPAH, we could predict the bounce play right here at 460? The only thing I can see at 460, because it is below $5, it is below the VWAP, but notice this candle, this red candle right here. What do we have? We had spike, red candle, spike, spike, and then we kind of led to this last spike. So usually stocks will fall to usually their last period of consolidation. So the last period before was right here, right around $5, right? That's where this red candle is, where the stock spiked, consolidated right around $5, then had its next leg on up. So usually we look for a $5 bounce or the VWAP bounce, but this play, right? This play had, after it cracked $5 and the VWAP, the next area of consolidation was right here. And what's consolidation? Where the stock can't break out of. It's usually where the stock spikes, holds a certain area with red and green candles that builds a platform before the stock has its next leg on up. So if you're saying, Deck, is there any way we could have predicted that the stock would bounce right around like 460, 462? It would be just by looking at the consolidation area right there. Do we have a trend line? Yeah, you can make one work. You can make one work right here. If you're a trend line type of trader and that's a little bit more easier for you, you can connect some higher lows right here. So that's what I would be seeing on that trend line. Now, CPAH is still the number one play in my eyes. CPAH is the number one play in my eyes. So right now, CPAH coming down to that trend line. Let's go through our top gainers really quickly. We do have DARE starting to get a little action. DARE, I know Rapid's been looking over here, so he's been sitting back on that DAR play. And again, that's just slow and consistent. You know what I'm happy about? DARE had that perfect bounce right off that 150 mark, right? So DARE perfect bounce off 150, still slowly trying to work its way up to $2. DARE, we're going to flip-flop this with DARE on the top and CPAH on the bottom. So we have DARE, $2 resistance. Now, again, look to lock out something. All right, look to lock out something at this time. So look to lock out something right around this $2 mark, looking for that break, looking for that move. But just like we said before, if it can't break $2, you're locking in something at resistance. We are seeing a little bit of a mob shift here as CPAH is getting a little weaker. CPAH is getting a little bit weaker, so that's leading to DARE being having a chance to steal the mob, steal the volume, steal the hype, right? Imagine it as we always say, it's all about understanding mob shifts. It's just about 100 people. Think about it in the most simple terms. Everyone goes to where the money's at. If CPAH is spiking, everyone goes there. But now CPAH is dying on off, so everyone's running over to DARE, right? Everyone's running over to DARE. So let's see if DARE can hold at this moment. And what you want to do is watch the bids. If the bids can hold up $2, that's where the stock would have a lot of big time potential. So right now it has a lot of hype towards this play. DARE looking for a break. Now the big thing about DARE, it doesn't have any sort of resistance on its chart until all the way back to where? All the way back to we got DARE has some resistance around 208. And again, this is the light red line where it's currently testing right around this 205ish mark, and then it would have resistance all the way up at around 270. 270 was the top of this candle back on the spike in March. So in March, the stock spiked to 270 and has a very top high all the way up at around like 325. 325. Oops, didn't mean to put on pre-market right there. Let me turn it off. 325. That would be kind of like the ultimate money goal. So 325. This would be the ultimate money goal, where this stock could go on a nice big rip and run. But let me drag that all the way across right here. And then we'll really be looking to see if this stock can get to 1, 225, and then B, 325. DARE has some good hype. CPAH, notice it's getting weaker. So since CPAH is getting weaker, we are having DARE only get stronger. So, CPAH deck, is this stock 100% done? I can't say it's 100% done, but it is having a pullback right now. DARE is where a lot of the hype is at. I am currently not in. I already traded a CPAH twice, lost on my first one, won on my second one. I just want to be open. I want to be honest. Again, pre-market took a loss, made it all back, and then again up $270 on the day. DARE, this play just got a little bit of a pop up towards around 205. It is hitting some resistance, and again, follow this resistance line. It's having some resistance because of these upper shadows down here. These upper shadows right here at 205, it's currently holding this up. And these were highs back on March 21st. This was highs back on March 19th. And it was the bottom closing area back on the 18th. Okay, so that's why this stock's having a little bit of resistance at around 205. All right, so again, still keep my eyes peeled on these plays. Trade life is the RSI factor at a 90 on DARE. Not Not really. I mean, I know we always want to look at the RSI. That's always something we want to be focused on. But to be honest, at the same time, this play does have a little. This play just has so much volume and momentum. Some people just honestly aren't caring about that right now. But is it important to look at? 100%. All right, so still looking right here. I'm still keeping my eyes peeled on the bottom CPAH just to see if CPAH is going to be getting that hype towards it. Just to see if CPAH is going to be getting that hype towards it and seeing that play is going to be able to get that big time momentum. So I'm still watching this stock over on DARE and CPAH. Is there anything else that's kind of creeping? You guys see anything else that's creeping its way on up? What do we have here on our like morning newsletter watch? You guys can name them off. If there's something creeping on up, ADAP, thank you. Look at this beast. Thank you so much. ADAP not popping up on the penny stock top gainers. ADAP not popping up on the breakout scanner. ADAP not popping up on the high of the day momentum scanner. So ADAP, yeah, this is not anything on the trade idea scanners for some reason, but this has been a very nice mover. And again, thank you so much for putting this on our watch list right here. What else? LJPC, check that out. LJPC starting to creep on up. Let's go kind of turn some attention over to ADAP though. So ADAP went from $2 up towards around 4.30. Okay, so we do have a nice move right here. Let's do a little research really quickly. ADAP currently up 200%. Great move. The float, ooh, ADAP, the float on the stock is 53 million. 53 million in float. What is the press release behind it? I'm going to cover up the scanners for a moment. What is the press release behind it? Appoints this person as and changes leadership. That's not anything crazy. It has to be this. What do we have here? Announces that Spear T cell platform delivers initial response in 4 solid tumor indications. Okay, that's a good press release. Whenever you have a drug that it has a great response rate and they talk about like what it does, that's always a really good press release. So we have partial response seen in liver, melanoma, gastroesophagus junction, and head and neck cancers. Encouraging, right? Positive demonstration, right? Across the multiple targets. So ADAP, very good press release. Con about it, 50 million in float, but so far so good on the spike. So far so good on the spike. So again, great job on ADAP if you guys are interested on that play. ADAP, for some reason, is not showing up on trade ideas. So I'm not sure why, but it is not showing up on trade ideas. ADAP is dropping down, testing its VWAP line right now. So this is dropping on down, testing its VWAP line right now. The stock currently holding that VWAP. CPAH getting a little bit weaker. I'm going to put DARE on the bottom. DARE is going on the bottom. DARE is going on the bottom right here, just in case that starts re-breaking $2. And then ADAP does have good press release, does have good volume. ADAP is trying to hold up VWAP support. Anything back above $4, it gets good time hype. So that's the areas. Little heads up. ADAP, again, I know it's one we just kind of brought up, so it does have very strong news, but it has a bigger float. It's still one that has been on a monster mover so far. Now, ADAP, anything above the VWAP is its main support line right now, and the VWAP is currently right around 360. DARE, anything above $2 should show that this stock has the volume, this stock has the attention, this stock has the hype. CPAH, anything above $5. This stock will show it has the volume, this stock will show it has the attention, this stock shows that it has the hype. Okay? So, that is where we are at so far. So we have, again, stocks to watch and break, right? We need CPAH, break of $5. It will gain the mob, right? Then we have ADAP, break of $4. It will gain the mob. And then we also have DARE, DARE, break of $2, it will gain the mob. What does the mob stand for, guys? The majority of buyers. And that's basically, you think of the mob, you think of like all the volume. Okay, so this is where we are focused on. This is where we are looking at. So a couple different plays today. You know, the main plays I would expect most of you guys to make money on is what? Probably the most of you guys to make money on was either DARE or CPAH today. Probably not as many people saw ADAP because they were not up on the scanners for some odd reason. Right now, we are seeing ADP get a little bit of a drop. ADP getting a little bit of a drop. So stay smart right here. Guys, we are 30 minutes in. I felt like this 30 minutes flew by. I felt like this 30 minutes absolutely flew by. Right now, ADAP, we're still keeping everything on watch at this moment. Still seeing what's going to be coming on up. And ADAP is below the VWAP. So we are slightly below that VWAP area. Slightly below that VWAP area. DARE still looking for that $2 break. CPAH looking for the VWAP and $5 break. Right now, ADAP trying to get some volume, and we're just really watching to see what's going to be coming up next. So we just kind of went through 40 minutes. I felt like that 40 minutes went so quick, went so fast. And now again, we're just looking for where that volume and where that hype's going to come up towards next. And it really just comes down to our breaking areas. I mean, volume moves into DARE, break of $2, we have some hype. ADAP, break of $4, we have some hype. CPAH, break of $5, we're back to hype. The closest one right now is DARE. The closest one to get that hype is DARE. So still keeping my eyes peeled on these plays. DARE looking for that $2 break. Now, as I said, guys, please look at past chart history pattern. Look at past chart history pattern on DARE. If DARE, I'm going to get rid of this poll if you guys did not for yourself yet. If DARE can break through 205, right? If it can break through 205, DARE has room to run all the way up towards around 270. Okay, so it has room to run all the way up to 270 if it breaks through 205. It has no resistance. 205 is just this old high, right? These old highs right here, right around that area, 205-ish. Now, if it can break that, we have room to run, fill this whole entire channel all the way up towards around that 270 mark. So I think there's a lot of big potential behind there, on this stock. So I still like this possible U-shaped pattern for this stock to get back above $2 and this stock to start getting some momentum behind it. So please, please, please be watching this play. A lot of big time hype, a lot of big time momentum can come if we could break that $2 mark. So that's kind of where I would think some good volume would be heading. That's where I think a lot of momentum would be heading if the stock can break that area. And it just seems like CPAH is a little too far gone right now. I mean, maybe at around like 10:30 or something, we can maybe see a little bit of hype go over there. AMRH super slow. Marco, let's see. AMRH seems like a little bit of short. Let's see. Rapid, what you looking at, buddy, right now? You know, we're still waiting for a little bit of volume. Rapid back over on the Tesla train. Can't go wrong with that. Little sign of DARE, guys. Looking for the U shape here. Looking for the U shape here. Now we have 205 resistance, right? We know we have 205 resistance. What's the exact high of the day right now on DARE? Anything above $2, we know we have to keep it on high alert. So right now it's high alert time on DARE. We know the high of the day right now is 210. 210 is the high of the day. So we have 205, slight 210, and then that's where again we could see a nice push. If you're really interested on DARE, what are your options? Number one option is you could buy right now. You buy right now for the stock to break 205, 210, and possibly get that nice, steady move all the way up towards maybe 270. If you aren't comfortable with that, you wait for a pullback and you buy on the VWAP, which is back down towards around 185. If you want to say to yourself, I don't want to buy right now because I'm not sure if it's going to break 210, and I don't want to buy on the VWAP because that shows weakness to me, well, then you can wait for a 210 break and a new high of the day. So just a little heads up, the higher you buy the stock, the more risk there is in that stock. Side note, CPAH also swooping the bottom right now. CPAH, right? We got to swoop the bottom right here, coming back up towards around this $5 mark. Coming back up around this $5 mark on CPAH. And if this stock gets back above, it is back above $5. It is a stock we want to watch and play. So both plays trying to make a little bit of a move here. CPAH back above $5. We want to keep it on watch. DARE, anything above $2, we need to keep on watch. So CPAA, right? I feel like Cobra Kai. Sweep the leg, right? That's what just happened. We just swooped right on up, broke the VWAP. Now testing the $5. Once again, let's see if this can hold. If this does keep pushing and we get a complete mob shift, DARE is going to fall and CPAH is going to rise. So if we get a complete mob shift, what it looks like it's doing, once again right here, it's CPAH is going to look to spike, DARE is going to fall because everyone that's in DARE is going to run over to CPAH. Notice how CPAH is starting to, or excuse me, notice how DARE is starting to drop as CPAH is starting to climb. Starting to have a mob shift here. So right now, CPAH coming up towards 530. And look at this. Look at this. CPAH 530. And I know you guys get it, but DARE dropping down to 180. Look at that. Look how the mob is shifting. Do you guys see that as clearly as I do? DARE dump on off. CPAH spike on up. And look at this. Now we have a big U-shaped pattern starting to form as traders starting to run over here. So right now, we want to see if CPAH is going to be able to hold. And as we said, this play is right back in the game. This play is right back in the game now over on CPAH. I would love to see a 550 break and a new high of the day. 550 break, new high of the day. That's where, again, this play can really start getting some good volume. That's where this play can really start getting some good activity. So CPAH, what we want to see is that consolidation in that bull flag. Anyone holding CPAH right now? Anyone been holding since CPAH this morning? You know, there's probably, I would probably say there's definitely a few people probably still holding CPAH since this morning. I know probably not the smartest idea to hold that play since this morning, but still, I mean, it came on up, and that is something that happens on CPAH. It's, you know, it did that in pre-market as well. Dropped on off really big and then came on up, and we're going to see if this play can be able to run and hit some new high of the days and be able to move on up. Now, this is the play that I personally want to see turn into that supernova. And since I've been talking about this morning, here we go, team. CPAH coming back up towards around the highs. If this thing breaks 550, my ultimate goal that I want to see here is if this stock can break 550, I think it could get halted. And I think that could be one of the best things for this play. If this stock can break that 550 mark, that's where we can get halted, and we could see that next leg. If this stock can get halted, it'll steal all the hype. That would be the best thing for it. If this stock can get halted, it will steal all the hype. It will steal all the momentum. It will steal all the volume towards this stock. Rapid, you're thinking 675. I would love to see that. I would love to see that. I mean, usually don't miss, buddy. The man, the myth, the legend. Let's see here. I just want to make sure no one's confused with why some of these stocks are moving, right? If you're saying, Deck, why is CPH running so big? It's a 2 million in float stock, and we have continuation from Friday. Yes, we had some good press releases today, but if you're wondering, Deck, why'd you pick CPAH? This stock, I'm looking to make this or see this stock be the 2020 first supernova, where this stock has gone from 140 all the way up to 149. It also closed off very strong very strong on Friday, showed that buyers were interested in it this morning. So a little side note, if you guys look back at a 3-minute time frame, or let's look back, excuse me, on a 5-minute time frame, you could see in power hour the stock started spiking at 320. 320 spiked really hard all the way up towards around 450. At the bell this morning, it went from 450, spiked all the way up towards around 570. When stocks finish off strong, that shows that momentum is finishing off strong at the very end of the day. So what usually happens is volume starts moving in very strong at the start of the next day, right? So at the start of the next day, right now we have a little bit of a double touch, right? So right now we have CPH come up towards around 560 and CPH come up towards around 560. What do we want to be looking for now? Well, we definitely want it to hold $5, but I think we could maybe get a third touch channel breakout pattern coming on up. We may get a possible third touch channel breakout pattern maybe coming up in the future. Something I would definitely say keep your eyes peeled on and watch. Now, what was the news? Let's go back to that. What was the news, Deck, that got CPAH on a 300% climb on Friday? What really got this stock going? It was hand selected by another company. So 4 days ago, because again, we're not looking at the press release today, we're looking at the press release that came out on Friday, right? So 4 days ago, CPAH was chosen by Honeywell to create unified communication solutions for mobile devices and handheld scanners. So Counterpath, or CPAH, was selected to create a Smart Talk, a comprehensive communication solution that provides voice and video calling, messaging, and presence of handheld computing and scanning devices. So that's all great news, right? This is all great. This is all awesome that we see CPAH, has this nice rip. But if you're saying, Deck, why is that press release great? Well, it was chosen by another company. Another company, Honeywell, went out of their way and said, who do we want to build this? Oh, we want CPTH to build, or CPAH to build this. Counterpath. So getting chosen and people going out of their way to pick you as a penny stock, that shows again, and that builds a little bit of credibility towards your stock, towards your play. So that's what's going on with right there with CPAH that got the stock moving so well. Now, if you're saying, Deck, is that really that great of a press release? I would give that press release probably a 7 out of 10. I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10. What's the good thing that really gets it going? The float right here, right? The float. The float is 2.95. Anything under 5 million, we get excited about. Anything under 3 million, we get really excited about. And anything below 1 million, I mean, hold me back, tie me down, because I'm going to be jumping around like a madman when that thing starts moving. But a 2 million float stock is very, very good, and we know that can easily spike. So this stock ripped huge, right, on Friday, and now we're looking to see if this is going to be able to have that second big day of continuation. Has a 16K buyer, 16K buyer right here at 515. You guys see that in the yellow? He's in the blue right now. Yellow, 16K buyer. That's a good amount. Someone's putting, about $70,000 in on this play. That's going to be holding up as a nice support line. Do the quick math in your head. If you see that someone is investing more than like $50,000 in on a play, it usually holds up as a very nice support line. So you see like 521, 299 shares. How much is that? That's like a $3,000 order. That's not that much. But if someone's willing to put in almost $70,000 of their money in on a play at a price point, it usually holds up as a pretty nice support line. That order was canceled. That's why that didn't hold up right there. He canceled that order and never came back down towards that mark. Right now, what do we want to see hold? Right now, we have two different lines on CPAH. We have $5, which is the VWAP, or $5, which is natural support, and then we have around $4.95, which is the VWAP area, which we want to see if that's going to be able to hold on up. Right now, we are looking for another U-shaped pattern, which would be about a third touch channel breakout pattern. We have our resistance line that is clear cut. We all know our resistance line. Our resistance line is up towards around that 565 mark. That's where we want to break. If we can get back above 550, we probably will see that mark because traders are going to get very excited if we can get back above 550. CPAH at this time needs to be able to U-shape and break up towards that resistance area. Now, if you're saying, Deck, I want to get in on CPAH, but I just don't know where. Again, you do have those few options. Number one, you get in nice and low. What's the advantages of getting in low? Getting in at $5, getting in at the VWAP. Well, you have a great chance of getting a bounce play. You have a great chance of getting a bounce play when you guys get in at these VWAP areas, at these bounces, right? And why is that? Well, because when you guys are getting at the VWAP, when you guys getting in the bounces, it doesn't have much room to fall. And if it does fall, you can get out right away. And that's why I love buying in at dips. When I buy in at dip areas, I'm buying with very low risk because I know the stock is going to be able to do what? The stock is going to be able to bounce on up. Right now, the stock is back above 550, and this would be the other possible entry, looking for the new high of the day, looking for the breakout, and looking for the next move. Buying right here could be very profitable because if it does spike, you're in at the next spiking area low, but this is also a risky area because if it doesn't spike, well then again, you have a long way to go back on down. So right now, CPAH is going to get all eyes towards it at this moment, it looks like. Did this stock just get halted? Are we still alive right here? We're still alive, it looks like. We're still alive, but no orders are going through. Did we just get halted? Let's see. I don't see anything on the hold scanner. It's still alive. It's still alive. It's a fake hold. Fake hold. Fake hold. It's still alive, and that usually leads to a drop. You guys saw that, right? It was a fake hold, still alive right now. Fake hold, still alive. Nope. Fake hold, still alive. Did not get halted right there. Let's see if this breaks, though. Let's see if this breaks. It doesn't look like it's going to yet. Does not look like it's going to yet. Does not look like it's going to yet. I think there's so much potential on CPAH. I think there's so much potential on CPAH right here. Needs to get back above 550. Ah, that fake hold. So why'd you do that? Right? CPAH giving us the fake hold. And what's a fake hold, guys? Did you guys notice that there were no orders going through? That means the market makers froze the stock for a second just to allow orders to kind of match up for a moment, but then they kept it live. And a lot of times that does lead to a drop, which is why the stock fell back down to that 530 mark for a moment, but it is back live and ready. But this does show if this stock can break that 478 mark, if this stock can break 578 mark, if this stock could break like $6, I mean, this could easily get halted and this can, easily move on up. So if this stock can break, let's say 578 and, this stock like right here, let's see if it can do it. Let's see if it can do it. If it can, this is where it's going to could possibly take on off and get halted. I would love to see a $6 hold and see the stock be able to spike on up even bigger. Come on, push CPAH, push CPAH, push. Everyone say it with me. Everyone get up to your little stock rain dance, okay? So right now we have CPAH currently testing 575. If you're in, you can lock in a little something around 575. We have tested 575 3 times already, right? You know, we have tested 575 3 times already. We have not been able to break. If we can break, we will see the next leg. If we can't, we will see another strong pullback. Buying at 575, it has high risk, high reward. You either get in for the break, which is trying now, and again, if the stock can hold on up, we could see $6 plus. If it can't hold 575, it's going back on down in a strong manner. Right now, it seems like traders want it. People are starting to push over here. We have our second day of continuation so far, and we're looking for this next leg. We're looking for this next rip, and CPAH, we're looking for. So let's see here on CPAH how much more left we have in this tank. Come on, CPAH. Keep on going, baby. Got up towards 5.95. Let's get it. $6 so far. I want to see the $6 break, though, CPAH. That's where the buyers are going to come in. So I want to see that $6 break, CPAH. Don't let us down now, right? So great job, great work. So right now, this stock is still trying to move on up, having a little bit of trouble. Having a little bit of a pullback here, though, now. Little bit of a pullback. I do think CPAH, guys, I would say lock it up here. I would say lock it up, but I do think this afternoon is going to could be very big. I would say lock in 75% of your gain, but if you're like Deck, you know, I think there's more as well. And then again, you know, you could definitely use, of course, your discretion. I'm here to help you out any way I possibly can. We all know CPAH has a lot of potential, but we do know the higher we climb, the more risk we have. CPAH currently at 47%. I think there's potential to get a lot more in the tank, absolutely, but it's just smart trading. So again, especially if you guys are a new trader. If you guys are a new trader, CPAH, you know, and you guys are up in profit, lock something in. I don't want you guys to be dumb. Now, if you guys are an experienced trader, maybe you have a little bit of a bigger account, maybe you already locked in some money, then have some fun with it, right? That's what I'm doing. If you guys already locked in some money on this play, have some fun with it. Let's see how high this thing can go. See how high this thing can rip, but never let yourself go red on the day. If you are up, let's say $200, $300, $500, and you guys saying, hey, I'm gonna, you know, hold CPAH for a little bit, hold it and see what happens. But have a game plan and don't allow that, you know, fantasy, that emotion to turn you into what? To turn you into a trader that says, you know, maybe this will keep on going, and then it goes down, 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 and then you end up going red on the day. Do not be that trader, right? Right now, CPAH, we're looking for that $6 break, seeing if it's going to be able to continue to spike here. Yeah, I still want to see that hold. And that's what I want to see as well. I still want to see that hold. I want to see this thing spike on up. And I do think that can break $6. That's where the stock can get that good volume. Right now it's having a little trouble at 575. 575 still. And all it is just watching that level 2. Right? All it is watching that level 2. Whenever you see the bids above 575, that shows strength. Anything below 575 shows a little bit more weakness. And look at that. That makes sense to everyone? Just like that. Right? The bids, whenever they're below 575, it shows a little bit of weakness. Whenever the bids are above 575, that shows strength. So right now, what do we want to hold? What do you think we need to hold, guys? We need to hold 550. We can hold that 550 mark. That's going to be showing some strength, but just like that, that shows weakness now, right? And a lot of the plays, you know, all we have to do is just study. All we need to do is watch that level 2, and that level 2 is going to show us, of course, where the stock is going to be heading next. So right now, it needs to get back above that 550. I mean, we are an hour in on this market, and it has been so much fun, guys. I've been having a blast. I hope you guys are having just as much fun as I am. That's what I love. So I hope you guys are having just as much fun as I am. And I want to see if CPAH, if this thing is going to be able to eventually get above that $6 mark, right? Eventually, hopefully we can get above that $6 mark and keep on pushing from there. Do I think it's going to happen? Honestly, I do. I do think it's going to happen. This is not me just wanting to be a fantasy trader and seeing this going up, but this looks like this could easily turn into the first supernova of 2020. And saying, Deck, well, what do you count as a supernova? I usually count anything a supernova that has gone on like a $5 spike or more. So if I see a stock go from like $2 to $8, I call that a supernova. If I see a stock go from $9 to $16, something like that, I call it a supernova. If I see a stock go from $1 to $6, I call that a supernova. So far we have gone from 140 right up towards 550, right up towards around $6. Do I call this a supernova? It's on the verge. It's on the verge of supernova, but right now I would call it continuation to a very big breakout. Like CPH, it's fighting to be a supernova. When would I call this a supernova? I would call this a supernova at the $6 break with a spike and a halt. And then I just think everyone would go here. I think 80% of people are over here, but I still think there's a couple traders that are still not on CPAH yet, which is making the stock just not 100% there yet. I think it's very close, and I think it could happen. And I think a lot of it would happen at that $6 break. $6 break, stock could spike all the way on up, and get halted, gap up towards like 650, run up to $7, 710, and that's where it'd be kind of, I would claim it as a supernova. Right now, again, CPH is more just trying to hold on up at this time. So CPH more just trying to hold on up at this time, and I do think there's another touch coming in the future, but as of now, it looks like it's going back on down. It looks like it's going to be going back on down, probably all the way down towards around this like 480-ish mark. If I had to take a guess, this is just like my guess right here, my prediction. But we do have a little bit of $5 support and VWAP. Crack of all those lines though, it's going to be going back down towards around like that 480-ish mark. How you doing today, Yama? What are you looking at, boss? A little OCX action? Is that what you're looking at right now? Always like to see, what the top traders are up to. DARE as well. DARE again, that stock. Look at this. We still got that 210, like 205, 210. It's close. I mean, DARE may come on up. I mean, the good thing about DARE is that this stock, has been able to touch 3 times and has been able to hold its gains. CPAH is a little bit weirder. And why do I say that? Because it spikes, gives back everything. Spikes and then gives back a lot. Like when CPH spikes, it spikes hard, but it also gives back a lot. DARE, it'll spike little and give back a little. Spike little, give back a little. You may be able to see if CPH really starts dumping, then probably a lot of people would run back over to DARE. But the thing I want you guys to remember, mob shifts are going to happen. The hardest when what happens in the morning. Okay, so the earlier it is, the more we are going to see mob shift happen, and that could be at 9:30, 9:45, 10 o'clock, 10:15. But don't say, hey, mob shift happening at like 11:30ish, 12 o'clock, 3:30 in the afternoon. That's when kind of the volume is more just set in stone at a certain play. Mob shifts usually happen more in the morning. Nice P&L right there. Love to see it, Yama. Make sure you post that over in Profits Chat. Iggy, what's up, buddy? Nice to have you. As always, love seeing you in chat. Always a ER visit with my son. I hope everything's absolutely okay there. Always, again, want to make sure not only you guys are doing great, but your family's always doing great. And I know that's probably why the majority of you guys are here. You guys are trying to support your family or found a financial way to be able to, buy.
Alright, what's up, guys? I'm about to wrap it up. I'm not exactly excited about the trades that I made today. I mean, I am finishing up $945, but I should have done better, especially on CPAH. Right here when it was, no, not here. right here when it was sitting at 580, I thought it was halted, and I was changing charts, trying to move it around, and had that strong fall. You know, it was up like 500 bucks, and then it pulled back. So I thought it was going into a halt. I was about to add to my position, if I could. Excuse me, but it just didn't work out. But I did, get back most of the losses I had on it, and kind of, you know, not exactly excited that I'm finishing red on the ticker, but I did decent on ADAP, finishing up 1100. I was up 1500 on it, gave some back right here, I guess, or actually a few times in here because I thought it was going to circle around and pop. It does that quite a bit. It sets up a flag, it pops, it pulls back hard under, and then U-shapes around and then breaks out. But didn't work out. I guess the mob, went over to APAH and maybe DARETRIL. They're getting some volume and momentum. So, but overall, still finishing up $900 is good always. So I'm happy about that. Let's see, what else did I trade? Well, let me see right here. Dare finished down $10. Bot made 92, and SOHU. I don't even know if I ever pulled that over here. SOHU. I just seen it popping up on the Momo scanner, keep making new highs, so I just kept jumping. I jumped in, with 1,000 shares. Pulled back, so I got out, and it jumped up again. I got in with another 1,000 shares. It pulled back, so I got out. It's very low volume. It's not really doing much. I was just hoping it would pop. I'd be up like $100 and get out, but I kept getting in at the highs and getting out when it would pull back. Not a big deal. $170 loss. So either way, finishing in the green. That's all that really matters. We'll be back tomorrow to see if we can find something else. I wish I could stick around and watch CPAH. I'll be watching it from my phone. Also, I have an alert for the break of $6. If it breaks 6, then I'll definitely try to trade it maybe in the afternoon. Put another alert there, so I'll know a little before the break of 6 if it comes up. So either way, finishing up for today. Go play with my boy. Maybe take him to the library. All the fun stuff that stay-at-home dads do. So good luck everybody out there that's still trading. And we'll see you back here tomorrow to hopefully make some more money.